There's a famous seaside town called Blackpool that's noted for fresh air and fun, and Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with Albert, their son. A grand little lad was young Albert, all dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. And they didn't think much to the ocean. The waves, they was fiddling and small, and no wrecks, nobody drowned, in fact nothing to laugh at all. So, seeking for further amusement, they paid and went into the zoo, where there's lions and tigers and camels, and old ale and sandwiches too. There was one great big lion called Wallace, whose nose were all covered with scars, and he lay in a somnolent posture, with the side of his face against the bars. Now Albert had heard about lions, how they was ferocious and wild, and to see Wallace lying so peaceful, well, it didn't seem right to the child. So straightway the brave little fella, not showing a morsel of fear, took his stick with the horse's head handle and poked it in Wallace's ear. You could see that lion didn't like it, for given a kind of a roll, he pulled Albert inside cage with him and swallowed the little lad whole. Now Pa, who had seen the occurrence and didn't know what to do next, said, "Ma, yon lion's et Albert." And Ma said, "Well, I am vexed." So Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly, when all said and done, complained to the animal keeper that the lion had eaten their son. The keeper was quite nice about it. He said, "What a nasty mishap. Are you sure it's your lad he's eaten?" Pa said, "Am I sure? There's his cap." The manager had to be sent for. He came and he said, "What's to do?" Pa said, "Yon lion's et Albert, and him in his Sunday clothes too." Ma said, "Right's right, young feller. I think it's a shame and a sin for yon lion to go and eat Albert, and after we've paid to come in." The manager wanted no trouble. He took out his purse right away and said, "How much to settle the matter?" Pa said, "What do you usually pay?" But Ma had turned a bit awkward when she thought where her Albert had gone. She said, "No, someone's got to be summonsed." So that was decided upon. They went straightway to the police station in front of the magistrate chap and told what had happened to Albert and proved it by showing his cap. The magistrate gave his opinion that no one was really to blame, and he said that he hoped the Ramsbottoms would have further sons to their name. At this, Ma got proper blazing. "And thank you, sir, kindly," said she. "What, spend all our lives breeding children to feed bloody lions? Not me.